Funny how me and Pete both have a pet green dragon. But mine is more awesome. Hello my beautiful geekies and welcome to my review of 2016's Pete's Dragon. Directed by David Lowery and written by David Lowery along with Toby Halbrooks, it stars Oaks Fagley, Bryce Dallas Howard, Robert Redford, Wes Bentley, Una Lawrence and Carl Urban. This of course is a remake of Disney's 1967 version of Pete's Dragon. This is about a boy who lives in the woods with his pet dragon. Very much different than the original movie, and that is a good thing. That lets this movie stand on its own. This boy is found out and he's taken to the city, but now he has to protect himself and the mystery of his dragon that is living in the woods. I'm a fan of the original film, and when I saw the first trailer for this movie, but the second trailer definitely got my curiosity. And due to that, I was officially pumped for this movie. And what I like about this movie is really the director. He is really the star. There are some very creative directional choices in this movie which I really appreciated. And yes, it's a story of a boy and his dog, who in this case is a dragon. But I really like that. I'm a sucker for a boy and his dog stories, and this one is none different. They are either good or bad, period. There is no middle ground for me when it comes to a boy and his dog stories. And making the dragon furry was definitely a good choice creatively to make it appeal more to general audiences. And the CGI on the dragon is brilliant. There is not one moment that you don't believe that this dragon is actually there with these people. There are some other CGI elements that are not as well pulled off, but besides that, every single piece of this dragon is beautiful. So far in 2016 we have had great child actors. Oaks Fagley is a good one. He's not one of the best. I think he needs to evolve a little bit more, but he was good for this movie. I liked seeing him, and I really like his chemistry with the very talented Una Lawrence, who is also very good. She has proven that before, but this is not exactly one of her best roles. It's not the worst, it's not bad in any means, but it's just not the best. I really enjoy how the story flows in this movie. It flows by beautifully. This movie is over in an instant. You will never feel bored or like it's dragging out, but there are some aspects in the writing as well that take this movie down a big peg that I was hoping for, and that is characters. There are some characters who are really well written, and there are others that not so much. First of all, you will find out that most of the characters in this movie are blood related. There are fathers and daughters, there are brothers, there are fiancés, everyone is related. And then there are very little character motivations. Like Carl Urban, for instance. He plays a very good character and he has a very good role. No damage done there. However, his character motivations are just too simplistic, too overused, too I've seen that before. And you understand his motivations, but the problem is that they are not explored enough. And that makes him a very weak villain. Although he is a very good character, as a villain, he doesn't really stand up. And there are other elements that take this movie down due to characters, because the characters are all very smart and intelligent, but then come times that they are really stupid. I mean, there are decisions that these characters make and things they do that will leave you asking, why would you ever, if you were so smart in the previous scene? The chemistry between the characters all work, but there are characters that are less used than you would hope for. Example, Robert Redford. He's really a great character in this movie. He opens this movie up for you, he exposes you the story, then he grabs you immediately, but he then disappears for like an hour into the movie. And I would really love to see more scenes between him and the dragon Elliot, who is a beautiful looking dragon and is a charming animal nonetheless. And his chemistry with Oaks Fagley really works. And I like the difference in the trailers and in the movie, where in the trailers they really hid the dragon very well. They showed you very little on the dragon. However, in the movie they don't play it up as a mystery. They don't play it up like, oh, what is this hiding in the woods? You know it's a dragon. You have read the movie's title and they go right into it. They immediately show you the dragon in the beginning of the movie. As you probably realize from what I said so far, this movie has really great elements, but also really disturbing problems that could have been easily fixed. And one of those extra problems is the dialogue. There is sometimes very good dialogue in this movie, but there are other times when there was no need for a certain line that just seemed too much. They are trying to send you a message sometimes, and the message would have been much more effective if people would have just shut their mouth and not say it out loud, because it just makes it seem like they think the audience is dumb as hell. There are very amazing moments of photography in this movie, but also moments that will leave you thinking that the same cinematographer is not working in some of the scenes in this movie, because there are just too many shadows in moments that there shouldn't have been shadows. And the soundtrack also goes up and down because it is really good, but there are moments where the music doesn't quite fit the scene. You'll realize this in the very beginning of the movie when someone is involved in a car accident. One other aspect I like of the movie is that it doesn't seem to be happening today. This movie feels like it's happening in the 80s or the 60s. I don't quite know. They don't exactly put this on a time frame, but I really like that mystery. The star is definitely the director. All the actors are good, but their characters are really up and down. There are definitely less character motivations that you would hope for, and the relationships are not very well established. I think you should go see this movie. It is definitely a family movie, but it is haunted by childlike moments and a childlike mentality. It is definitely a good movie, however not as good as I had hoped, but I can recommend it to you, and I can definitely say that Pete's Dragon is a martini, and it is a good time, anytime. What did you think of Pete's Dragon? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know once you get a chance to see it. What did you think of the original live-action / animated movie of '67, also from Disney? Let me know all that in the comments below, guys. And of course, let me know your hashtags for the movie that deserves a Q&A dedicated to it in the month of September. I will announce the winner, that is the movie with the biggest number of votes, on September 1st in whichever video I upload on that date. And of course, later today I will upload my Suicide Squad Q&A and let you know the winner of the giveaway and what they won. And I already made reviews for Suicide Squad, both a non-spoilers review and a spoilers review. I hope you go check those out on the channel, of course. And if you aren't stalking me on the internet, please go to my Facebook or my Instagram or my Pop Price Guide page, and I will see you there. And of course, subscribe if you have not done so yet, and join us in our beautiful geeky community, and we can be geeky united. There are many more reviews and special videos coming this week and beyond that, so I hope to see you all there, right here on the Geekness Overlord channel. Cheers!